I'm Scott Phillips. I'm the lead designer on Saints Row the Third.
Craig Donovan, producer on Saints Row the Third.
Hey guys, you can call up the helicopter. Found the way to open the vault. Don't touch it!
We definitely wanted to start with a peak. We didn't want to start, very slow. I personally dislike it when I, have to start a game and I go through a bunch of menus and then I go through a bunch of slow tutorials and then I'm finally I finally get to the actual fun of the game. And so I definitely wanted to start us off strong. I think the level of intensity goes up and down, but I think our sort of insanity kind of has a straight peak up from the beginning. So no, I wasn't worried about starting off with that big bang.
I think with Saints Row the Third, certainly people really understand that open world is a genre, and games like GTA are very different from games like Saints Row, and they recognize that that's good. It's better alternatives and choices for players, and it's good for the industry as a whole. As far as telling them, I think we've been preaching that message for a long time, and I think our mechanics and assets we've released really emphasize that. I wish they were here today so they could see it firsthand as well, but they'll be able to come November 18th for sure.
We have huge lists of things that were cut. We always look back at them like we will look back at stuff that was cut on Saints Row 2 to figure out things for Saints Row 3. My personal kind of most disappointing cut, which Greg will find funny, is dogs. When you're surrounded by 30 enemies, which, we have some combat situations with tons and tons of guys, so you want to be able to very quickly, at a glance, tell who you're facing. And so height and that sort of thing played into it a lot, and so that's why we have the brutes that are the 8-foot-tall guys. On the other end, I wanted to have dogs, because I think that they're small, they're quick, they have a different, obviously they're not going to fire guns at you, though, actually, now thinking about that, that could be pretty neat. But anyway, they would run up on you. They would jump on you. I've actually got a video of it on my kit at home because we had prototyped it. But rightfully they were cut because we just didn't have the time to do them, which I totally understand. But in my heart, that was the one I really wanted to keep because I think it would have had a big impact in the gameplay. Well, I'd say the dildo weapon kind of shocked me. I remember us writing that down in one of our mission specs that there'll be a dildo weapon and all of these other weapons in this one mission, and then when I finally saw it in game, I expected something relatively simple, and he came back with this 6-foot-long floppy dildo with balls on it, and it was veiny. He had spent a lot of time on the texture and modeling it, and I was kind of like, wow, that was a little bit more than I was expecting, but that's pretty amazing. It took us a long time to kind of break through reviewers and the press and the consumers, players, kind of to see, oh, okay, there can be something that, maybe it looks similar to GTA on the surface, but it's not. And I think with this game, I think it clearly shows we're not trying to be them. We don't want to be GTA. We are our own game. I look forward to seeing what they have, but I'm almost positive that what we have is completely different than what they have, and I think that's fine. Variety is the spice of life. People want different games, which is great.